You're not a button shy. This is a button shy wannabe. Just happens to be in a wallet. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about board games and board games that fit inside of wallets. You'll love to see it. That's right, my friends. I am here to do an updated button shy game collection. So, for anybody that doesn't know, button shy games are wallet games. They're 18 card games that come inside these lovely wallets. They are easy to travel with. They're easy to kind of grab and play. They often use multifunctional cards, and they often come with expansions which add in extra cards, give them a little bit more variability. I am a huge fan of button shy, which you maybe already know, and you're definitely going to know by the end of this video based on how many that I have. I'm a huge fan. I love them. I am at the point where I don't even care what the game is about. I don't care who's designed it. I'm buying every single one that I see. They do sometimes send me the games for review, or I'll pick them up, but typically I buy them all anyway. I buy extra copies. You may end up seeing some extra copies. I brought everything down to box in this video because if I really like one and I think somebody else will like it, I'll get two, or sometimes I'll order one because I forgot that I already owned it. So let's dive into it. And I wanted to do this video now because we are approaching PAX Unplugged, and Button Shy has a booth at PAX Unplugged, and they don't typically like have a booth at Gen Con or some of these other conventions. They do hold their own convention called ShyCon, but this is sometimes people's only opportunity to get Button Shy outside of like their Kickstarters, because they do run many Kickstarters, like I think almost every month or every quarter, something like that. And you can buy on their website, but the stock might be limited, and usually at the conventions they have these fun mystery boxes with some of their old games in it that you can buy. So I just wanted to highlight them because PAX is coming up, and I'll tell you one thing. The Button Shy booth is a booth that I go to the most at PAX Unplugged. So let's just get started with the one that I have here in my hand, and we're going to go through everything. I got a big box. I'll let you know whether or not I've played them, and if I kind of know what they're about, I'll let you know. But once again, I haven't played all of them. I haven't even come close because I am a collector of things. We all know this. First one I have here is The Walking Dead Surrounded. Now, I have played this one. This is relatively new. I actually did a solo mode video of this one on the Board Game Geek channel that you can go and watch out. It is obviously based off of the Walking Dead graphic novel series, which I love. I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I have read the graphic novels. I have watched the show on repeat over and over and over again, and now I have this card. So this game. So basically, this has multi-purpose cards where one side is a location, the other side is the occupants, and you are basically just trying to build out a bit of a grid where each location is not overrun by zombies, by walkers, by killing them off with survivors and all of that stuff. Super quick, super simple. You can play it solo. You can play it up to 4 players. I've only ever played this solo though, and I loved it. So if this one, if you're a fan of Walking Dead, and if that's at PAX, I would definitely recommend. I think it's super fun. Next, I have a few that I haven't played. I'm just kind of grabbing and going. I have Humans. Don't even know what this is. 3 to 6 players, plays in 10 minutes. Don't know. I don't know what it is. I just got it. I don't know what it is. I just got it. So excited to try this one actually because the artwork looks really cool. I don't know anything about it. Oh, is this like an RPG? That's cool. See, this is what I mean. Like, this is what the rule books are. They're very small. I don't know anything about it, but I do have it. Jeff and I are planning on doing another Button Shy game day like we did last year because we got so many of them played, but I do have Humans. I also have The Last Lighthouse, which is one of Scott Alm's newest solo games with very creepy vibes. Scott Alms is one of my favorite Button Shy designers, and I have not played this one yet. I really want to play it. Actually, on top of Jeff and I doing a game day, I am planning on doing a solo Button Shy game day. This one will 100% be getting played during that. I also have Picturesque, which is, these ones must be a bit older because most of them now are like this. Picturesque isn't. 3 to 5 players, that's once again probably why I haven't played it yet. Beautiful. Love it. I actually think these two were gifted from Button Shy at Gen Con from the owners of Button Shy who were there as participants, and they brought me some games. All right, here's some that I have played. Skulls of Sedlec. This is one of my favorite Button Shy games. This game, I think I do have a bunch of the expansions in here, but this is basically like you're building out a pyramid and all of the different types of skulls score differently. Like certain ones want to be on a certain level or next to something or whatever it might be. You can play this 2 to 3 players, but there is a solo expansion. It's a great solo game, but it's also super fun at 2 players. I think this is one of their best sellers, so you've probably heard about it. Wonder Tales. Wonder Tales is another one that I have played where you are building out a grid using different fairy tale characters. And basically they're building out the grid and they're all going to be scoring based on where they are. And there's red and there's blue if you play it solo. One of the colors is like an AI. The other one is what you play. If you play 2 players, each person's taking on a color and you're going to be scoring for your color. Really fun. Really enjoyed this one. We have Champion Land Track and Field, which I have not played yet, and I'm dying to play it because it's 2 players. So this one's definitely going to get played when Jeff and I do our game day, but you'll see. I don't know what it's about. It's about track and field. That's all I know. Next, we have Picky Pixie, and this one was actually designed by Elizabeth Hargrave, and I got this one at PAX last year, and I still freaking haven't played it. What is wrong with me? There's so many that I haven't played. Don't judge me. We recently had a video where someone's like, this video should be called Games I Haven't Played. Sure. Sure, why not? This one's Elizabeth Hargrave. It's purple, it's cute. It can be played 2 to 5 players, so that will go on mine and Jeff's game day list. Maybe we'll do that over the holidays when we have a little bit of extra time or in the new year. Dosey Duel, this one is a bit of an older one. Have we played this? We may have played this. Oh, no, we haven't played this. This was in our pile to play on our last Button Shy game days, a 2-player only kind of like duel game when I like draw, you know, when people pull up the guns. We haven't played it, but that could potentially be one that we play next time. Cow, Tiger, Santa Claus. This is one of their older games, like super old, and I haven't played it. This is the product of me going to the Button Shy headquarters, and I was let loose, and I bought basically everything I can get my hands on. Don't even know what it's about. A la Food Cart. This one is 2 players only. I also recently got this one, Jay Yeats. So we will put this one on our 2-play list next time. I also have Arcane Bakery Clash. This one we haven't played, but I had learned it for the last Button Shy game day. I basically learned as many as I could, and then we played as many as we could, but this one we didn't quite get to. Next up, we have Penny Rails, which we have not played as well. Same situation. It was on the list, but we didn't get to it. This one you actually, I think, use a penny. You have to like provide the game with, 3 pennies, 3 nickels, and 3 dimes. Here's a fun fact. We don't have pennies in Canada anymore. We got rid of them forever ago. So I don't even know where I would find a penny. This is one that I also believe I grabbed at Gen Con. They brought this one for me because I didn't have it, and it's Ahead in the Clouds. It's a bit of an older one. Have not played this one yet. I don't know how many players. 2 players. All right, we'll put that on the pile. Oh, good. Here's a stack of ones that I have played. Perfect. All right, we have At the Helm plus literally all of the expansions. This is packed to the brim. So I have played this one. Basically, you are at the helm of a boat and you are it's been a while since I played this actually. It's a solo game. You are going to be going on kind of different missions, and there's different items that you can get, and certain things will like lose your health and you want to try and stay alive basically by the end. I have all of the I haven't played any of the expansions, I don't think, but I have played this one. Great solo game. It's probably one of my, not my favorite. That one will come up soon, but this may be a very, very close second. This is Rove. I also did a solo mode video on BGG. Rove, you are going on a space exploration mission. Basically, you have these cards that are going to be set up in a grid, and then at the beginning of each round, you are going to be pulling one of these cards, which tells you what formation you need to have those cards in, and they're dual-sided. These ones are showing you how many movement points you have and if there's any special abilities. Rove is amazing. Like, I will at the end maybe recommend, like, if you're gonna get any that I highly suggest, get these ones. Next up, we have Fishing Lessons, which is also a solo game that I have played. I really like this one. I do also have all of the expansions, which is why it's so thick, but you are basically going fishing. It's kind of like a row of cards, and there's different lessons that you're doing to move the cards, like to move your boat basically in order to catch different fish. It's super fun, really cute. Quite enjoy that one. Royal Limited is another, can you play this more than, no, it's just a solo only. I have played this one, and you are basically filling out a train with different patrons, and they all have different like wants and needs, and you have like ticket cards and all of these different things. It's another Scott Alms solo game. Highly recommend this. I really, really like this one. Then we have Tides, and Tides is another, well, solo 1 to 2 players, but basically this is a bit of a like almost like a set collection style game. Not my favorite one that I've played, but it's just kind of like a chill time. You know, you're just kind of doing a little set collection. I do like this one, but it's just not like top of my list. Speaking of top of my list, Food Chain Island is at the top of my list. This is probably one of my most played Button Shy games. I have the base game, I have all of the expansions. Just like in many Button Shy games, you are making out a grid, and this one has different animals, and the animals can only eat other animals that are within a certain point threshold, and you're just trying to, basically survival of the fittest, have one animal left at the end of the game. And they all have special abilities, and there's a bunch of expansions. Another one that I've played a ton, and these are go-to travel games for me. This is apropos of board games and apropos of movies. This game, anybody can play. Oh my God, there's like, you could tell I travel with it because there's crumbs in it. Anyways, this is gonna give you, you'll have like a must-have or must-not-have, and you'll pull a card. So must-have, celebration, or a holiday. You need to think of a movie that has a celebration or a holiday. Home Alone. Great. So then the next card, single word title. Single word title. So if it was Home Alone, then you would have to put this in must not have. But because it wasn't, it goes in that. It's kind of confusing to explain, but it's really easy to play. You can play this solo. You can play it with multiple people. Great travel game. Jeff is less of a fan than me on that one, but I freaking love it. Then we have Why I Otter. And while we're at it, an Otter 1. I have not played Why I Otter, but I have played an Otter 1. They're just like cute little otter-based games. This one, you're basically like moving things around, and it's been a while. Jeff and I played this on our last game day, but we have not played Why I Otter yet. Battle Crest is a skirmish game, which we have played. We actually played that in our last Button Shy day. I quite enjoyed it. Jeff wasn't a huge fan of this. I do think, like, if you're gonna play a skirmish game, play a skirmish game. But if you love skirmish games, you travel a lot, this is a great solution. But of all of them I've played, it's not my favorite. Turbo Drift. Turbo Drift Plus, I have the expansion. We have played this. I think this game is super fun. Jeff was not a fan. This is just a ridiculous, like, racing game where you are literally, like, building out, if I can find the right cards, you're building out the track kind of as you go. So it's like, oh, well, that one goes here and that one goes here, and you're trying not to run into stuff, and you're trying to get to the end before the other person. And it's just, it's very silly, but I think it's fun. Rage More. This is another solo game that I love, but it is so hard. I have rarely won this. You're just basically like, you have all these different types of cards that you're going to be playing out that do different things, like allowing you to move cards around. And I'm not doing very good descriptions of these games. I realize that, but there's just so many to get through. But we'll be here forever. But Rage More is really fun if you're looking for a good, very challenging solo game. Eden of the Forest. So I have played this one. Michelle from Second Star to Left, shout out to Michelle. You should definitely go check her and her daughter Billy out on YouTube. She showed me this one. It is a solo game, but you are basically like, you're like going around a clock and there's trees and you're trying to put them into their like dormant side or awake side or something like that in order to win the game. I really liked it. I haven't played that one in quite a while. Wild Tales. This one is super interesting because this is a legacy game in an 18 card game. There's like an app and everything, like a website that you go to, but I have played through half of this and I think it's just insane to me what they can do with 18 cards. Super fun. I do have Unsurmountable plus the expansion, and yes, I have played this one. This one you are kind of climbing, another Scott Alms game, of course it's amazing. You're basically climbing up a mountain and trying to make pathways and stuff like that, and there's different triggers that will happen. Really fun if you're in for a winter themed game. In Vino Mort, or Morte, depending on how you like to say it, this is a party game. This is like the simplest party game ever, where basically somebody is going to be handing out either wine or poison to people around the table, and then you have to go around deciding if you're going to drink your wine by flipping your card over, or if you're going to exchange your card with somebody else, potentially poisoning them or potentially poisoning you. It's great. We travel with this one a lot. Let's go through a stack that I haven't played and that I don't know much about. Pod X. Don't know. Ship is going down though, just so everybody knows about that. Then we have Handsome. This is a party game, I believe. It's like a word game. We haven't played this. I don't know how many people you need to play. 2 to 6 players. Oh, we should play this. I have learned it, but it's like a word style game. And then we have Fruition, which is another word style party game for 3 to 6 players. So we have not played that one yet. One that I have been wanting for a while is Seasons of Rice, and I just got it. I haven't played it. I want to play this one. I don't have time to casually play all the games anymore. That's going to be changing soon. But Seasons of Rice is a 2-player game. I'm obsessed with the artwork. That's going on the Jeff and Jamie pile. Interceptor is for 4 players only. So obviously we haven't had a chance to play this, but it's like a deduction kind of game. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, I also believe is a deduction style game. It's for 3 to 5 players. I got this one because look how cute that sheep is. This is one of their older games though, so I don't even know. Where did I get? I must have got this at their like home base location because I've never seen them like sell this at a con. I also have Pickpockets, another kind of party style game for 3 to 4 players where you are trying to be a pickpocket. Space Shipped. Have I played this? I think I have played this. I've definitely played this. Space Shipped. I have played this. I don't remember anything about it except for that I have played it. So there's like different, I'm not even going to try and explain it. I know that I've played it and I do not remember it. Bananas. Banana sandwich. It was this big. This game, I tried to play. 1+ players. I didn't really get it. I was like, oh, that was a bit of a flop for me. I also have Count of the 9 Estates, which is another solo game that I have not played. So let's put this one on our solo Button Shy Day. And of course, Ugly Griffin Inn, another one of my all-time favorite solo game where you are running an inn and you are trying to satisfy your inn customers, and they all hate different things, which is really fun. All right, another stack that I haven't played, Aurora Decree. 2 to 6 players. I think this is either one of their old ones or a very new one, but I think this is one of their old ones that I have not played. Same with that Snow Moon. This was also part of like, oh, I don't have that one. I should get it. Making Manhattan. I have learned this one, but I hadn't played it. Jeff and I were going to play that on our game day, and we didn't. Smoke and Mirrors, I have played. This is a bit of a deduction-y style-ish, like pokery kind of-ish card game. I played this at PAX Unplugged last year. Shout out to Sam from Lord of the Board because he taught it to all of us. Movie Plots, Cult Films, haven't played this. Another one of their older games, I think, that I once again just bought because I wanted it. It's kind of like a trivia almost, like party style game. I have a second copy of Ragemore. There's that. I have Potion Class, which we have played. This is just like a simple little potion kind of building game with different elements and stuff. I remember we played this during our last Button Shy day and we enjoyed it. We weren't like blown away by this one, but we did like it. Press Tour, haven't played. Another one of their old games that I just wanted. I just wanted it. Shades of Ink is the only one of their RPG games that I've played, and this is actually a solo RPG game, which was really, really interesting. Like you're basically kind of going off of these different shapes, whatever that test is called. I want to say Worcestershire, but we all know that that's not what it is. But they do have a bunch of RPG games, including Time Travel, and I guess this is it. And there's more that are in the box, but I haven't played either of these ones. I'm not 100% sure what Time Travel is about, but I guess this is about like you're passing away or somebody in your family is passing away and you're kind of like playing through that scenario of saying goodbye, which I think is really interesting. One of our favorite games ever, not just Button Shy. We love Revolve Noir. It's a 1v1 hidden movement, hidden shooter game. It's phenomenal. I have gifted so many copies of this game. And when I go to PAX, I'll probably buy a few more because that's how much I love it. All right, I have River Wild and River Mild. I have not played River Mild, but I have played River Wild. And you're basically building out like a river, and there's going to be different like ways to score points, and then you're going to get a rank for how many points you score. It's so hard. It's a solo only game, like not hard to learn, but hard to get good at. River Mild is supposed to be a little bit less punishing. I haven't played it yet, but that can go on my solo game day. All right, a few more that I haven't played that are a bit older. Once again, I was like, oh, I got to get all the old stuff because I don't have it. Find Your Seats, Wildcats, Jeweler's Row, haven't played any of those ones, and Royale with Cheese, haven't played that one, but it's gold and that's super fun. I have the Fishing Lessons expansion pack. Apparently I have some of it already, I don't even know. I think I have some expansions in there, some in here. I have another copy of Rove. What? I gotta go through all my duplicates. And Rove expansion pack. I'm going to go through all of my duplicates and see if there's some that I can gift, because this is what happens. I put them all together, and then if I have something like, oh, I'll buy that as a gift, and then I forget. Like I definitely bought extra copies of Rove to give away as gifts. Ragemore was just straight up, I forgot I owned it, and I bought it again. Cunning Folk, I have played this, but it's been so long. I played this with Michelle from Second Star to the Left. And I believe, if my memory is serving me correct, somebody is a witch and you're trying to figure out who the witch is. And I liked it. I really remember enjoying it. We're almost through it. I'm doing this now because we're about to move studios. And right now I have all of these in a drawer upstairs. And I'm going to try and organize them in a nicer way at our new studio and our all play shelves. All right, my favorite Button Shy game. Numpstars. This just plays off of 7, 8, 9. And I do have the expansion with the Infinity. I love Numpstars. I take this everywhere I go. Like if I'm traveling, I should probably buy a second copy because I'm scared I'm going to lose it. It's my favorite game. Family Dinner, another RPG. Haven't played that one. Stew, Jeff and I have played. You are basically competing to make the best stew. There's different ingredients and stuff. It's super fun. We both loved this one. I think it's a little bit harder to find. It's one of their older games. All right, 3 more haven't played. Adder. Pitter patter, let's get Adder. I can't remember. Maybe we did play this. I don't remember. I had definitely learned it to play on our game day, but I don't know if we did. There's also Super Tall and Desert Pack. Desert Pack is one of their older games, and Super Tall, another one that I learned but haven't played yet. Mint Julep, we haven't played. This one was on the list, and I'm very excited to play it. I think it's like a racing, obviously it's like horse racing themed, might be a racing game, don't know, want to play. Kintsugi, we have played. This is basically like pattern building, like with the broken glass kind of stuff. We weren't huge fans of this one. I liked it more than Jeff did because I like a nice little puzzle game. Liberation, haven't played it. Apparently I have 2 copies of Potion Glass. Moving Pictures, where's the other one? Haha! Moving Pictures, Dinosaur Outrage, is that what it's called? Outbreak and Moving Pictures. We have played these. You're basically like building out a movie with different like numbers and stuff like that. We really liked this one. We played both of these on our last Button Shy game day. We also have Horios, which we also played on our last Button Shy game day, and we really enjoyed it. I'm really struggling to remember. I think you're trying to get, like, you're scoring points based off of the train that you are building out based on different things, like there's statues, there's owls, there's a bunch of different things. We're getting there. Almost done. Squabbling Goblins is from Emma Larkins. We really like this one. This is just about goblins that are fighting. It's a 2-player only game. And Jeff and I played this. We didn't play this during our game day, but we just kind of played it randomly and we really enjoyed. It's kind of like it's a bit of a mean game. Forest Sky is a game about birds. We have played this one too. Really enjoyed it. Astral Dreams, have not played. I think this is one of their older ones that I just got because I had to have it. Same with, what is this? Anthelion. I have not played it. I don't know anything about it. Space game. Skulls of Sedlec expansion pack. This is just more expansions. It's thick. Love that. Circle of Wagons, and I also believe I have all of the expansions in here too. This is a great game where you are, believe it or not, making a circle of wagons. So I don't know if you could see, but everything is kind of out in a circle here, and then you're building kind of your own little grid at the bottom, matching up different items and trying to like build out connections and stuff like that. This is a great game. Great game. Perfect Moment. Haven't played it. Honestly, don't know anything about it. Oopsies. I have Death Valley, which I have played. I've only played this one solo, but you can play 1 to 2 players. I remember thinking this would be better as a 2-player game. That's what I remember. Twin Stars. I don't know. This must be an expansion that just never made it into... Do I even have the main game? I don't know. Who's to say? Exploring Galapagos. Jeff and I played this on our Button Shy game day. I really enjoyed it. You're like kind of going through different times of day, and there's penguins, and I remember Jeff wasn't a huge fan, but I liked it. All right, we have this one, Pentacork, which I think is one of their newer spacey games. Have I played this one? I don't think I've played this one. I don't think I've played that. Super Slopes, I have played this one. This is a solo game. Well, you can play 1 to 3 players, and you're basically trying to build out like a ski slope, trying to make it as lucrative as possible to score the most points. I really enjoyed it. Took that one when I traveled last year. I have another Circle of Wagons. Circle the Wagons. I'm going to have to go through that and see if this is just a straight up double. I have Avignon Clash of Popes. Jeff and I both loved this one. It's like a Pope fighting game, basically. It was really unique. It was really interesting. I would highly recommend that one. Tag Team. Haven't played it. Ancient Realm. Haven't played it yet. This is a solo game. Let's put this in our solo... I started a pile and then I just started to put other random stuff on it. We'll put that on our solo game day. Antinami, have played. Jeff and I both really enjoyed this one. Tussie Mussy plus the expansion pack. Great game. I do have the solo mode for it, solo expansion, but typically you don't play it solo. It's kind of like exchanging or buying flowers is the theme. It's Elizabeth Hargrave as well, so you know it's going to be good. Guesswork. Your guess work is as good as mine on what that game is about. Then I have a bunch of Opolis games. So I have Agropolis, Naturopolis, apparently Agropolis again. Is that the same? Compopolis and Sprawlopolis. I would pick Naturopolis as my favorite of the bunch if I were going to pick one. Now I have expansions and prototypes. This one is one of the Rove expansions. I think it's Aqua. It's Aqua Rove. So this one would have been in their most recent Kickstarter. It's just a new way to play Rove, which is a game that I love. They also have Rove Junior for anybody with kids that's interested. This one starts with an M. I don't remember what it's called, but it's really pretty. I don't remember what it's called, but I have that one, prototype. Last Lighthouse prototype, but I have the final copy now, which has changed from that. This is Rove Junior. So cute. And this one is... Who are you? I don't know the name of this one either. It's all in my email, but if I don't have it in front of me, good luck trying to remember it. That's everything that I could find. I do often travel with Button Shy games, meaning they end up all over the place because I'll take them out of my book bag and I'll put them here. Or there might be some at the studio or whatever. I have played a decent chunk. Everything I've played, I think I put on this side. So let's just do some quick math. All right, I've played 49. These ones are all doubles. I have not played 45. So I've played a little bit over half of the ones that I currently own. And there's a bunch still that I don't own. So 49 plus 45, hold please. So I own currently 94, not counting my extras. 95, 96, 97, 98, but we'll be hopefully giving these ones away. And I do have an extra copy of the Royal Limited. I know I have an extra copy of this somewhere because I bought 2 copies of that one. Probably on purpose, I think. Okay, so if you are going to PAX, I can't guarantee that they're going to have the ones that I recommend for you there, but if you're new, I've already recommended so many of these over the years, but I'm going to recommend just a couple of them that I think most people will enjoy. Food Chain Island, great solo game, easy entry point for solo gaming and for Button Shy. Walking Dead Surrounded, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, if you'd like to see how it plays, I'll link below my solo mode video. Revolver Noir, if you play 2 players, if you get 2 copies, you can play it with 4 players or 3 players. Hidden movement game, amazing. Rove, this is a no-brainer if you like a puzzle game. Ugly Griffin Inn, this is just a classic Button Shy solo game. Numpsters, if they have it, just get it. You won't regret it. And any of the Opolises, any of them. They all play very similarly, but just pick kind of the theme that you prefer. A lot of people would also recommend Circle the Wagons. I know Michelle really loves this one. I haven't played this one as much as some of the others, but I think this is kind of that's my recommend list. That is my Button Shy collection. The more than half that I've played and the little bit less than half that I haven't played. And if you're like, are you going to be adding more to this at PAX? The answer is going to be, yeah, I am. And like I said, Jeff and I will do another 2-player Button Shy game day, playing a bunch of ones that maybe we haven't played yet. And I'm going to do just like a chill Button Shy solo game day soon where I just play a bunch. I will be playing some that I haven't played yet as an example, but I am also going to be playing some that I have already played and I just want to revisit and play them and have some fun. I'm just surrounded by wallets and there's no money in them. I've checked. I am curious to know, do you love Button Shy? If yes, what is your favorite Button Shy game? Is there one that you didn't see here that you're like, you have to get this one? Is there one that you heard me say I haven't played yet and you're like, you have to play that one? You're gonna love it. I would love to know. And let me know if you're gonna be stopping by the Button Shy booth. I know Michelle from Second Star to Left is gonna be volunteering there for a little bit on one of the days, so make sure that you go and say hello. She does a ton of Button Shy content. Couldn't recommend her enough, obviously. She's one of my besties. So that's just, it is what it is. But that is my Button Shy collection, my friends. It was quick, because if I took any longer, this video could have been forever. I went through 94 games. But that is everything that I have for today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games, Button Shy games included, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. For us, that's a Boardroom Game Cafe. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. And now, I say goodbye. Goodbye! This is bananas. Good Lord. So many games. Shoosh. Good golly. I'm looking a little rough today, friends. And now I gotta put all these back in the box. This actually was a good thing for me to do, because now they're all packed. They're all packed up. All packed up, nowhere to go.